Alrighty, it's been quite some time. The meta's changed, you've watched some me Brawler vids, and you've picked up the character at last. And now, you're completely stuck with no escape.
You must be truly desperate to come to me for help.
And you may find yourself wondering, how do I play this character? What kind of combos should I use? I'm here to explain this, but be ready for some disappointment. When you first start playing me Brawler, you might get vibes of Mario and Fox smushed together. Understandable, Brawler uses Mario's model and has some of Fox's moves. However, when you start getting more advanced, you might start feeling more characters shoved in there somewhere. For me, I feel a lot of Captain Falcon and Sheik. That could be, when I first learned Brawler, there weren't a lot of Brawler players around, and so I watched Fatality and Void to get an idea of how to play him. However, unlike Mario and his up air, or Fox and his Nair to up smash, or even Captain Falcon or all of Sheik, Brawler doesn't have a lot of true combos, and the ones Brawler does have are very tight and specific. He feels somewhere in the middle of all of them. Brawler's main bread and butter combo starter is Nair. Nair leads to everything. Nair to down tilt to fair is the beginner starter pack, a true combo on almost everyone. But sometimes you have to be careful of overusing it. You can use fair and bear to help space, and a good beginning hit can lead into combos. Falling up air literally leads into everything, but that's more advanced. However, it's good to be aware of when you're getting into more advanced Brawler combos, and it leads into most of Brawler's kill confirms. Fret not though. While Brawler may not have a lot of true combos, he has a million strings that can lead into whatever. And this is where Brawler shines. Thanks to Brawler's speed and frame data, as long as you're in the right position and know generally where your opponent will do, you can extend these combos into whatever way you feel, creating huge diversity. Coupled with the 81 movesets, this truly lets you play almost however you want. There is a huge downside to this though. Because the kill confirms are tight, Brawler relies heavily on neutral. This means every Brawler relies heavily on neutral. Neutral is a wishy-washy concept that is hard to articulate, meaning there aren't a lot of top level Brawler players because there really isn't a consistent system of how to play. It's hard to get and give good advice on the character. This might be a bit unfair, but me Brawler still doesn't have an official tier list and has never had one. I mean, 1 million strings is quite a lot. I've made 2 beginner guides, both old, but still fairly relevant. And if you've watched either, you might notice I don't really mention anything specific. Well, because, 1, it's important to get the basics, which I think other guides don't really cover. 2, I really can't until we start getting into advanced Brawler concepts, which other Brawler players have done more intensely and have covered better. And 3, I myself am not a top level player. However, I do believe my fundamentals are fantastic. I am carried strongly by those. But if you really want to advance Brawler, you have to get the kill confirms down. Playing high octane neutral, while really impressive, will only take you so far. I want to explain so much more, but there's so much for me to say in such a short amount of time. Like, why do I do what I do? Why do I choose specific combo routes and not others? Is back air good here? Is forward air good here? Should I go for fair 1 at all sometimes? Most would say no, but situationally it can work. There's a ton of exceptions. And again, I'm not a pro and make many mistakes. You can't predict everything. If you want a general idea of my game plan, in short, if they're on ledge, keep them on ledge and try to mix them up. If they're on platforms, get them to platform and then keep them on platform to thrust uppercut them. Rush down the rushdown characters and the zoners, and then keep slower the ones who excel at mid-range or have a billion options, like Pikachu, ZSS, Link, or even Steve. And even then, there's exceptions depending on playstyles and how I adapt and what I do, and every brawler is going to have a slightly different answer. There's not a specific way to play this character, and it makes learning the character very interesting and very difficult. But again, I hate to say it, this is why I love the character. It just always feels like when you are playing the character, you are getting good. It's not because you're playing a specific way or any other way at all. It's very satisfying. So, to you who's watching this, be ready for a fun and adventurous and a very tiresome journey.